Hello.
Oh.
Jesus.
Wow.
So, welcome back to Ragnarok, episode 18.
Welcome.
Soon to be 20.
18 going on 20?
Yes. I have a brain fart as always, so let's go around the table.
Yeah. Greetings. My name is Anders, and I'm playing as the human fighter Ilos.
My name is Daniel, and I am playing the Tiefling Bard Harmonious.
Damn. Hi. I am Hege, and I'm playing the human paladin Genevieve. My name is Hydra, and today I'm a little sick, but I will still be playing the half-elf rogue sorcerer Josephine Shadow. If that was her name?
Are we going with Celine now, or
Yeah.
Are we going with like what name are we really going with now? Like
I'm gonna
You
stick
have
with
to say
Freckles.
all of them, actually.
all of them? We want the
Yeah.
full name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You made this.
Yeah,
It's on you.
I did indeed made this. So yeah.
And I'm Ole, and I will be playing Vaseth, the simpleton lizard folk fighter.
And I'm Matt, and I'll be playing as your dearest brain fart.
Can that be your
Lovely.
new nickname?
Yeah.
love brain
Yeah,
fart.
it's just Matt, our dearest brain fart.
Our dearest
Hey,
brain fart.
It's either brain fart or cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, is
I will
that
find a way
really
to
something
combine it.
you play as, or is it something you are? Like, that's your true self? Just a
That's-
brain fart.
I identify as a brain fart and a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Valid.
So,
last time.
yeah. Hmm?
Last time.
Yeah?
Just helping you along here.
Yeah. I
So
appreciate it.
helpful! Jeez.
But before we go into it, I would give a little shout out to Alos and Dio. You look great today.
So
Thank you,
good.
Mr. Brain Fart.
And I guess it's just a matter of time before we all sit here in our different costumes.
Can you dress as Martha?
Please do. Yes.
Yes, I can. I can surely borrow something from the wife.
Yes.
Maybe a kind of low cut something, or yeah.
I think you'd look great in that, actually.
Yeah.
I feel like a later Hosen kind of deal, like Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will that be an episode 50 special or something, maybe?
Ooh.
Maybe.
One can certainly hope.
Okay, now you got the chat started. Anyways.
Uh-oh!
Anyways, last episode, we sadly didn't have Gigi there. I was kind of excited to see how you would react to that scene. But it started with some lizard folk giving you the blessing of Varkath. Because they needed you to be well rested for a mission they had for you. And as you drifted away into a dream world, you found yourself surrounded by pleasantness and stress-free zones, where everything seemed to just fall into place and nothing seemed out of the ordinary, even though it was very strange indeed. You saw people you hadn't seen in a while, or in Dio's case, that you haven't seen at all. And you learn something about yourself. And you had a connection which each player, and you saw what they saw as it was with your own eyes. And we explored, you can say, some backgrounds. And upon waking up from this dream, it became apparent that you needed to seek out the Council of Elders. The lizard folk needs your help. And they also talked about some evil growing in the Ashborn Unchained, giving you hints of something lurking in the shadows there. And as you traveled, you decided to travel to meet the... What's going on?
It's Dingles. I'm sorry, I can't. I cannot.
He is the disruptive one. I'm going to blame everything on Dingles.
Yeah. This group.
I'm sorry, man.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I wasn't in a moment, so it's fine. Anyways, you discussed among yourself to either travel back to Ashvale and start doing some digging of your own, or just travel to the Council of Elders. Upon deciding the Council of Elders was the best choice, you set out on your travels. There was some back and forth around the campfire, and I believe it was Alos and Josephine that saw a mysterious figure in the forest at the very end. But he disappeared. Been thought to travel on a horse, being able to travel through plains. And it was decided to leave it be. And we will continue there at night.
It's always you two. Every time.
I
Every
didn't even mention the dancing.
Yeah, so Gigi, you missed a beautiful moment of Ilos and Josephine dancing to show camaraderie to the lizard folk.
To
That's
show
beautiful.
camaraderie, you say?
Hey. Hey.
And they called it popular.
That's
Or as the
beautiful.
lizard folk thought, it was the start of a mating ritual. That
Who knows?
that actually leads to we don't have any in-group romance. Wink, wink.
I beg to differ.
Do we? Yeah, that's true. I don't pick up on cues. No, it's okay. I can't over. Depends on if I'm pointing at Discord or at stream. But yeah, you're doing it right. Anyways, we start back at the evening, or around the campfire. You have just... Don't leave her hanging.
Let's go!
That
I don't know how to.
I don't either. But okay, let's go. So we will continue while you're sitting around the campfire and had a discussion about this horse and this creature, deciding it is nothing to be worried about at this moment.
Well, we can be worried, but it doesn't really matter if it can appear out of nowhere.
No.
It shouldn't deter us from our path.
That's it speaks the truth. We need to rest. We have a long day's journey tomorrow.
Yes. About our destination. There is a few things you might need to prepare for. Like, speaking between the lines, it will probably get you the wrong way with our people. And I look at Dio.
I mean, perhaps then, Vasset, you should be our spokesman.
Or perhaps you, because you're the only one that speaks my language.
Oh. Well, I could be a translator.
A few lizard folk master the common tongue, but not many. So
I
maybe that's a good idea.
I'm perfectly fine of translating if that's yeah, that's all right by me.
Also, there's a thing that is very important. If we are in a situation where one is allowed to speak, interrupting the one who speaks is very frowned upon. It's dishonorable to interrupt someone when they speak.
In every setting?
Well, most importantly, when we speak in a circle.
Okay. I will mark that down.
There's no real truth in half stories. So interrupting someone is the same as saying your story is worth nothing and it is all lies. Therefore, we let people finish before we ask questions.
Interesting approach.
Well, that's the most important things I can think of. Maybe I'll have more on the road tomorrow.
Yes, that would be lovely. I don't want to offend any lizard people in any way, so let's try and just be as respectful as we can, right, guys?
Of course.
Then
And
sleep, perhaps?
Yes,
I'm
I can
sure
take first watch.
I'm sure you will be just fine. Just don't make jokes. You're about to meet our leaders. So, as Vasset says, be respectful and listen. And
Alright.
perhaps think before you talk.
Oof.
What's that?
how?
All right. So Vasset takes first watch.
We decided to do double watches since there are shadowy riders in the forest, right?
I'll stand watch with you.
I'll take the watch with Bassett.
Okay.
I can take a double watch, I guess. So like one with Gigi and one with Dio.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Do we need 3 rotations, do we?
How many rotations do we need?
2.
Okay. Well, I want to talk to Gigi, so
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So, Bassett and Alos, if you can give me a perception check for your watch.
15.
18.
All right. There's nothing special going on. All you can hear is the small crackling from the fire.
So Bassett, you said you've been here once before.
Yes, when I was a small, what you call child. Maybe
What
5 seasons.
what do you call your younglings?
Younglings.
You call them younglings?
Yes.
Ah,
We are headed in into an area. It's called the Golden Expanse.
yeah.
I don't remember much of my way there, but it's very unlike anything else from where I grew up. Dry and stony, dusty.
Do you think we need to be carrying some extra water for you if it's that dry?
Shouldn't hurt.
Very well. I'll keep some extra on me.
I don't know your word for it. We call it the dry sands in
Yeah.
our tongue.
Desert. Like if it's a bigger area of really dry sand and little rain and stuff.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, it's called the desert if it's like an area of that kind.
Then desert. Desert it is.
Not to be confused with dessert. That is the meal after dinner. Like when you have like sweets and stuff.
Oh,
I
noted.
know we can be confusing even for ourselves sometimes, so I get some of your confusement with us at least.
Well, I feel I am getting a hang of it.
You really are, and I'm really proud at how quick you're picking up on things.
Well, the hardest part to learn your language is the actual forming of the mouth. Our language rolls off the tongue and doesn't require us to use our lips as much.
Yeah, I can see that. We got some words and phrases that are really difficult to form. Yeah,
And you often use many words to describe simple things.
like me just now.
I'm used to that now. You might find that speaking with lizard folk in the clans, that you might see them as blunt and direct. You should consider this an honor.
As in that they don't want to waste any time and stuff, since
Yes.
time is valuable.
They respect your time, and they find you wise enough to understand.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, I'll certainly keep that in mind.
When I first met the humans, I found they were confused by being talked to directly. I don't really understand why that is.
Well, whereas you kind of value directness and saving of time and stuff, people or humans and similar creatures want to be spoken in certain ways, different from their ranks and positions and cultures and everything. So a lot of us also get it wrong as to how to speak to certain people sometime. But it's just something everyone's gotta learn sometime.
Josephine used a word at one point. I think she called it bureaucracy. Is this what you are describing?
Yeah, well, yeah, in short ways, yeah.
Yes, we don't have that.
Uh, I can definitely see how things are simpler to navigate conversation-wise, and yeah, as you said, by saving time and acknowledging that people are wise enough to understand when you speak to them.
I have come to find, however, that even though we view ourselves, well, most lizard folk will view themselves far superior to any human, I think there's merit in what you've accomplished in other ways than simply existing and surviving. You have things that require intelligence to build, and I think most other races undermine what that actually takes to accomplish.
I really appreciate you saying that, Lasit, and also have you know, like, from what I can remember, when we went to the dreamy place, uh, some things stuck with me more than others. Like, I knew that I can remember barely that I saw my father, but that's not as strong as maybe it could have been now. But your gesture by giving me that heart that you got, or half of it, that really, I'm still really honored by that. So thank you once again for that.
And thank you for acknowledging.
What you say we wake up the ones going for the next shift and get some rest?
Sure. And wake up the others.
I guess the others are us, me and Jojo, right?
I
Yeah.
slept fine. I
yeah,
mean,
I'm
what?
awake.
It just, yeah, I'm good. I think
Yeah,
I'm, I
super
think,
awake.
I think I'm good. All right.
Are you? You don't sound great.
You know what? It's fine. Let's you go to bed, sleep fine. Just let's go. Let's sit by the bonfire.
Yeah. Okay, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Right, so Alois and Vassit go to sleep. Josephine and Genevieve are preparing to take the second watch. But,
I'll find my shield and sword polishing kit, and I'll spend my time doing that.
yeah.
Well, surely nothing will happen this watch?
No, nothing.
No.
But as you're
must happen.
pulling out your polishing tools, you or Dio, you also wake up from the rummaging of the shifting guards.
Yeah. I mean, Dio has been a very. He's been having trouble falling asleep, and just all the movement around him has stirred him awake. And as the other two settle in around him, as Gigi and Jojo, or Cece, or whatever we're going with now, are going away, he lies awake for a bit and can't really focus on anything. And he pulls a little bit of fleece out from his inner pocket and starts sprinkling it on the ground in front of him. And an image appears of a pit fiend who is looking back at Dio, smiling as he casts Minor Illusion. And this little image is looking back at Dio as he slowly falls asleep, knowing that he has his father close by.
Aww. Just made a little photograph. That's so sweet. Damn.
All right, so Cece and Gigi, can you give me a perception roll?
Oh, I forgot we had to do that. Actually do
Perception?
something.
Perception, right?
Yes.
Dirty 20.
Wow. 1.
So you are extremely focusing on polishing your sword, and you barely acknowledge that Josephine is sitting beside you.
I actually get a little distracted by her own mirror image also, because it's getting really polished after a while, and she's like, damn girl, you look great. Yeah. Ignore. She's in her own world immediately.
Genevieve. Gigi. Gigi.
Huh? Yeah? Hi. I was totally paying attention. I
Oh,
promise.
yeah. So did you hear what I was trying to tell you then?
Could you repeat that? Sorry, I missed maybe the last few couple of words.
Right. I started saying how your father seems like a very wonderful man.
Yeah, that's what he is. Exactly.
And he is a blacksmith?
Yeah. Or like, well, first of all, he's the adventurer. The Knight of the
adventurer.
Realm.
The
But he's
Knight
also
of the Realm. Alright.
Yeah, but he is also a blacksmith. He's a man of very many talents.
Cool.
Have you met him?
No, I mean, I just saw him.
Where?
So,
Now?
okay, so listen, okay, you can't go on and telling everyone this, but when me and Ilos held watch here the other night, we saw a bunch of different versions of ourselves and our parents, and just it seemed like it was like a weird phenomenon going on, and I'm fairly certain I saw your dad, because he was wearing an apron, he had blacksmith tools, and he was looking into your tent, making sure that you were well protected.
Well, I have so many questions, but like,
All
have you
right.
been like smoking something, or
No.
did
So there
Alos bring something weird with him from the Far Isles? Because
no, he would never do anything like that. And also,
I mean, how do you know? Like, he's like super cute, but like, you don't know what their culture is like, or what they're doing over there. You know, like, I just want to make sure, because
yeah,
on your watch you have to pay attention. That's
Okay.
all the watches are there for. You know, you have to be aware of your surroundings.
Gigi, I spent
And if something, weird guy comes looking into my tent?
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'm like he looked like you. There was a significant resemblance.
oh,
So I think it was your dad. And you've been talking so great about him. And listen, I know of Ilus's character, and no, he would never do that. Besides, I also know of the Fair Isle customs, and they're generous people with a lovely
exactly.
culture.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was nothing like that. I think it was something about that place where we camped. It was weird. I just wanted to know what your dad was like.
Like, I haven't actually met him ever, so it's not like I know. No, I just you know. When you know, you know. You know? Like he's half me, right? So he's gotta be super amazing.
Uh-huh.
And I know my mom wouldn't have picked him if, he was a loser. So, of course.
Yeah, I mean that's true in a
Mm-hmm.
way. Okay, well, I mean, do you know you he he didn't like he wasn't in Red Veil?
No, because he had to travel with being amazing and a knight and all kinds of things.
He
So,
he was a knight.
yeah, like an adventure knight or something.
Where was he knighted?
Um, I, I don't. Do you have to be knighted in a place? Is that how it works?
Usually, yeah, it comes with like titles and land and a lot of
Yeah,
very
I don't think.
strange customs.
Yeah, I don't know if he had any of that. He just like traveled a lot and like saved, countless of princes and princesses and dragons and, you know, all kinds of things.
Right.
Mm.
Okay, well, you do know that I am the only princess in Thalgar, right?
You?
Yes.
Are you a princess?
Yes.
You are one.
Yes.
Where's your crown?
That's a good question. Do you want to see it?
Could I?
I will go rummage through my stuff. And
Oh my god, a real crown? Really?
at the bottom of the bag, there is a tiny crown. It is not like, it's not a crown, it's rather a tiara in a
Oh.
way. And it's not like it's not a, how should I say, like a coronation crown of any sort. It's more like a decorative tiara.
Yeah, okay.
And it has like beautiful oh, what are the sapphires on the front? Yeah. And it's like silver and like glittery and stuff like that. And she'll essentially, it's super run down and almost a bit rusty at this point, but she'll give it to you.
Oh my god, you have this with you all the time?
I keep it just at the bottom in my stuff, you know.
Why don't you? I mean, I guess I understand why you don't wear it, because it's pretty, like. I guess usually, like, I've never seen something like this
I mean,
before.
there's
But
something
it's
about, you
beautiful.
know, a missing princess, like, not appearing, so, you know.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But aren't you sad you don't get to wear this? It's really beautiful. You just have to, like, polish it a bit and maybe, like, fix the rest part here. It's totally doable.
I don't want to wear it. I think.
Oh.
I don't know. It's complicated. Yeah.
But you carried it with you.
Yeah, I have a trouble of letting things go.
Okay, well then you need to take it back and then wrap it down real careful so you don't lose it.
I mean, if you want it, it's yours.
No. No. I could not take this from you.
Uh,
You, you know, what if you don't want it as like a tiara? Maybe we could look into fashioning it into something else, like a nice necklace or some rings.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm up for that.
You shouldn't give something like this away. It means something to you, you know.
Yeah, it's, yeah, I suppose you're right. It's just, I've kept it all these years as, like, a reminder of what happened. And after seeing my mom again, in that whole vision or whatever the fuck that was, I feel like it's time for me to let go. A little bit, at least.
Okay. Well, how about this? I can hold on to it for you. I'll take real good care of it and I'll wrap it in my things and it'll be there. And if you need to like look at it or hold it or if you miss it, then you can come and ask for it and maybe I'll give it back to you.
That sounds like a perfect deal.
Until we find something to like make it into for you that you like more.
I
And
mean,
we'll make happy memories.
there is a crown waiting for me in Fellspire. I just don't want it.
Well, do you know what it looks like?
Oh, yes.
Because maybe if it's really pretty, maybe
It
you'll
is
want
really
it.
pretty.
Wow. I mean, we'll see. Maybe
No.
eventually. We just need more occasions to glam up a bit, you know? Like, we're out here in the mud and now we gotta see some old lizards in a circle. It's.
This is important, you know, these lizards and helping them restore the balance.
Yeah, I know, but it's so muddy and dusty.
Hey,
I heard it's dusty out there.
Genevieve,
What?
if we make it out of this whole weird situation that we're in alive,
Mm-hmm.
I will personally hold a banquet every year in honor of you.
Okay. That sounds pretty good.
Okay, let's go. Great.
I'll hold you to it. Now you have promised.
Yeah, I
And
know.
you have to think of like a really good name for that holiday. Maybe I'll think of something, but yeah,
And it will
banquet.
all be red and roses themed, and you can do whatever you want, and you'll be the guest of honor.
And there'll be a dress code, and
Yes.
everybody will have to wear beautiful, beautiful things.
You're absolutely right.
Finally, some sense. That would be lovely.
That's good.
I'm a bit nervous about these lizards, honestly, because
How come?
no, just they seem so stiff, and Vasid made it seem like it was really important to like let them speak, and not that that's anything wrong with that. I'm just like, what if I say the wrong thing at the wrong time, or don't wait long enough for them to finish speaking? What if I speak really slowly? What if,
I mean, like, there's... we just have to try and understand them, I guess. I mean, we have Vasid, he'll guide us.
That's so
And
true.
we have Ilos, and he understands Vasid, so surely he will understand, like, to some degree, the other lizards.
Yeah, thank goodness. Thank goodness we met Vasith before these lizard people. Otherwise, we had no idea.
No, we
And
wouldn't
you're
be
gonna,
able to communicate with them at all.
yeah, but you're gonna translate.
Yes,
Did you ever tell how did you learn lizard? Exactly.
I learned Draconic, which is the language of the lizard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I was taught Draconic, and I was taught Elvish, of course, and I was taught Infernal. In all different settings, in all different ways. But I spoke Elvish with my mentor. When anything, about anything really, and mostly when it came to the arcane, so I had an understanding with my mother, and then I learned Draconic as a part of a course about history, and I learned Infernal from a person I used to know in a
Who's
place I
that?
used to be. I was a part of this. Let's call it a team before.
Okay. You have
And
friends before us. That's nice.
yeah, yeah, I guess. And one of them were particularly skilled with his language, and he taught everyone how to interact in Infernal so that we could speak something most commoners wouldn't be able to do.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
And
Like,
so
I don't know anything about him, but he sounds really cool. Is it like
Infernal,
Dio?
no,
Like,
no, it's not Dio, but Infernal
no, I know
became the
it's not
language.
Dio, but like, you know, like him, like a little
I
spiky.
hadn't met any tieflings before Dio. I didn't know that like Infernal was the language that I knew. I just knew of it. You know? Does that make sense? Like I was taught the language, but I didn't know it was
Oh.
actually from
Yeah, like,
tieflings.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was a human then, or?
Yes, he was a human.
Wonder how he knew.
Probably knew
Anyways.
a tiefling growing up or something.
Sorry, what?
He probably knew a tiefling growing up or something. We like I said, we used to be part of this group, and that was the language we used to communicate when we didn't want anyone else to know what we were talking about.
That's so cool. We should also have something like that. Maybe you and Vasith could all teach us Draconic or something.
Perhaps.
Is it super easy to learn?
No.
Oh.
You see that the female lizard is kind of rolling around in her sleeping bag, looking at you. Do you always talk this much? I'm trying to sleep.
Oh.
I will say goodnight in Draconic.
She just rolls back.
Sorry.
That sounded super easy though. How do you say that word again?
She repeats it.
Yes,
JJ repeats it badly.
Oh, you'll get there. You'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds exactly the same. Okay, but we'll talk more later, cause, yeah, you know, I'll just keep doing this.
Polish your armor. I will sew on this cloak I have.
All right. Let's craft.
Let's craft.
In quiet.
In quiet. So everyone can sleep.
Does not shut up.
All right.
Hey, they're just two girls, okay? Leave them
Haven't
be.
talked for weeks. Weeks! Could have gone on longer, honestly.
I have no doubt that you eventually the sun starts rising, and you can all check long rest, but you lose your 40 plus temp HP.
And madness points, people? If any has any?
No,
They were
that's 0.
cleared.
All of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright! I will remove all of them.
Dio has started gathering some other points as well.
Wait, and more?
No, not more.
Okay, just the one. Okay.
Yeah. This chat.
I was just about to say it, like, this gives me life. Oh my god!
All right. So the lizard human, he turns to you. We have a long road to walk today. But I must ask you to be respectful when we arrive.
Yes,
Try my best.
we will be.
Can someone gag me when we get there?
No.
Yes.
No. I don't think that's respectful.
Yes.
Oh, is that a thing to Bassett? Is it a no gagging policy over at your guys'?
I don't really know what a gag is.
It's when you have.
It's when you wrap, like, a cloth around someone's mouth, for example,
Yeah.
and make them shut up.
Oh, like we do to wolves to make them not bite.
Yes.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
No, there's no such policy.
See?
know.
I will
Gagging
Okay,
is
then.
allowed.
happily do it.
Great.
Well, I will be doing no walking today. She claps 3 times, and out comes glitter,
Oh,
Glitter!
who's a good
springing
boy?
out from nowhere in
Glitter.
his magnificent self. He's back.
Yes. Trying hard not to be bitter.
Yeah, all the attention
As-
goes to glitter.
Immediately, it's hard.
As you prepare to depart, gathering up your supplies, the lizard folk suddenly stops moving, looking to the forest edge. Saratith, you're here, and they bow. Turning around, you see a simple lizard standing before you. He's built, even for a lizard folk, quite strongly. He's taller than anyone you have ever seen, and he carries himself with much pride. Vasit, you recognize this as the leader of the Sun Scale.
Keeper Alpha.
As I see all the others, or all the lizard folk bow, I also take a bow.
Me too.
And I
Stiffly.
nudge Dio.
Deal will follow.
Please rise. I have come seek you out. Vasit here travels with you, but me and other lizards, we don't trust you. Let me speak clear. I'm not sure you're strong enough for the task we need you to accomplish. So I have walked here to test you.
In what sort of way?
I'm sure you have heard of corruption spreading, tipping the scales of the balance. I have witnessed some creatures emerging. If you dispatch of them, we will consider your might strong enough to aid us.
I look to the others to see if I can get some sort of agreement.
He was
Like,
looking to Vassett to see if he is, or if the dude is done talking.
Yeah, he is. I'll nod to you.
Quick question. I thought time was of the essence.
It is.
So why the test?
See if you're strong enough.
Oh, I can vouch for all of these guys. They're pretty strong. Well, most of them.
So if you can vouch for them, you're the most powerful. So if you want to do it the quick way, I'll challenge you.
I'm sorry. What are you challenging me to?
Song contest!
I will definitely do a riff off with you. A riff off, or a dance off. I could do a dance off, or we could do maybe like you tell a joke and I tell a joke, and then we see how the
Stop
crowd.
fooling around.
You shouldn't interrupt people, but okay. What do you need to say?
This is where Bassett puts a hand on Dios' shoulder. We will honor the test.
Okay.
You will not fight.
As I see it, ridding the world of shadowy creatures is a better step.
All right. These creatures were last seen half a day's travel from here. I think they are plaguing the humans in the area.
There are humans in the area?
Yes?
Like habitants?
Yes?
Or travelers?
What's the difference?
Well, travelers stay on the road. Habitants live there.
We don't have what you call roads. So how could they be travelers?
do they stay in one area for a very long time, or are they constantly moving around?
Thank you, Ilos.
They are traveling to one place, staying there, and then travel to the next place
So
to
travelers.
follow game, I presume.
Oh,
Hunters?
what does these humans look like?
There's only one that I have seen myself. She's a young girl. I don't understand her magic, but from what I understand, she's quite strong.
All right. These shadowy creatures shall be dealt with, and your test shall be done.
I didn't see they were shadowy creatures.
Oh, then what creatures have been plaguing these places? Emerging from the corruption.
They are small flying creatures with a nasty tail. And they have a big, kind of ape-like creature among them that seems to be the leader. quite formidable foe, I would presume.
Surely
Is
no
the-
match for us.
Is the leader, the ape creature, also flying?
No.
Okay.
But he can jump. So be wary of his jump.
Finally, a worthy hunt.
May Varkath keep you safe.
And you, Sarathith.
You come with me. And he points to the other lizard folk. Oh, before I forget. He walks over to Vassit. Take this rock. It will allow you to communicate to me when the job is done. Just
As it
touch
nods.
touch it, and while it's glowing, you can talk directly to me.
I will nod in understandment and put it in my bandolier.
Yes. And you can write up a sending stone.
Sweet! I
Good
have
hunting.
this. Good hunting.
Before we leave for the hunt, what direction are we supposed to go? Where did you last see them?
They were southeast of here.
The human too.
Yes, if she still lives.
Well, a damsel in distress, no time to lose.
I hate
Let's
that
get going.
saying.
What?
I hate that saying.
Why?
Well, because a damsel in distress doesn't necessarily that she means, she needs rescuing.
Well,
she seems to have
only if she's in distress. And if
But-
she's a damsel.
Yeah, but it's always damsel in distress. It's never, oh, look at that man, he's in distress,
It just doesn't sound like boy in distress.
I mean,
That's
there are plenty of
be-
boys in distress.
It could
they,
as
yes,
well
they are,
be
but they
Prince
don't
in
start with
Peril.
E.
I
Sorry, Alice. Sorry.
It could as well be Prince in Peril.
I love that! Prince in Peril! Okay, I'll start using that.
that's
Prince
so
in Peril. No time to lose. Let's go.
No, the guy hasn't left yet.
Let's talk while we walk.
I just noticed Dio. Oh my god. The guy leaves.
Bastard, what the fuck was that?
What do you mean?
I did everything you said, and you just stopped me from doing what was honestly not troublesome at all. That was the
well,
least troublesome I've been in a while.
that is true, but you did challenge him to something that he wouldn't accept. He would accept nothing less than a fight nearly to the death, and I'm sorry, but I think he would have lost.
He never said what the challenge was. I asked him, and I came with suggestions, and I tried to be respectful about it.
Yes.
You
However,
stopped me for some reason.
yes, I'm sorry, but the lizard folk are very tight on tradition, and among the accepted array of challenges, dancing and, like you said, riffing off is not unaccepted sort of challenge to settle such matters of strength.
Mm.
You know what? I think it's good that you have found your way into, let's call it the multicultural society. I hope that one day you bring some of our culture back to your people.
Well, we are not we are not estranged to dance, just not the way that you do.
Hey,
Well,
me
you
and
seem
Ilos
pretty
tried. They seem pretty straight for, like, I don't know, not able to dance to me.
Well, that's because your dance, as you say, is it's
melodic,
decided how it should be
fluid.
before you. It's like decided before you make the step.
In a way. But you can also just sway to music, take a little spin.
Yeah, let it
Yeah.
take you where the music goes.
Well, that's often done in situations of worship in
Oh,
within our clans.
well, great. The lizard folk ruined dancing for me too. That's just lovely.
Man, Bassett, you guys need to have some fun. Add some fun to your life.
I don't disagree, but it did take for me some getting used to. But it did take for me.
Well, let's hope the rest of you get used to it as well. Don't get me wrong, I think you're a good guy. I
Thank
just
you.
cannot stand that guy.
He's very powerful.
Yeah, I've met a lot of powerful assholes. They're still assholes.
DL has a point.
Well, in our society, he's very respected and not a butt crack or asshole as you put it. I think it's more cultural misalignment.
That might be. But I think in my ideal world, people are respected or not respected based on what they do to others, not what position they hold.
I don't disagree with you.
I'm glad. That's probably why I like you.
Hey, maybe it's like one of those things where like he needs to get to know you a bit before he wants to dance with you. Like maybe he's just shy. Is he shy, Vasith?
Oh,
I merely think it's cultural. And as he said, he came to greet us because most of his clan doesn't trust outsiders. And as such, he did us a solid favor.
Fairly certain he said that he didn't think that we would be able to do the task at hand, which is vaguely different from them not trusting us.
Well, he did say that as well, that if we could prove our strength in this way, we would earn our way in.
I mean, this is important to you. And we should just do it because it's important to Vasset. Let's go on with the test.
And
yeah.
to save the people that may or may not be like hunted by terrible creatures right now. So
Besides, when we get back to the Ashborn Unchained, maybe there's a wanted poster for these creatures in the hall.
Well, one could hope.
Very well, might be.
I'm
We
with
are
Freckles on
monsters
this.
after all.
We're doing this for Vassith, not this other guy.
Let's do it for the sake of the continuation of our world.
Well, yeah, that too, I guess.
For the good of the world.
And yes, this is probably a good place to stock up on water before we continue.
Are we going into a desert? A
That's-
full-on desert?
That's what Alos has called it.
Great.
Is it deserty, southeasty, DM? No, so we're not heading in there quite yet.
All right.
But still.
I'm sure Glitter can carry some extra.
As far as Vasset knows, there are deserts ahead. Alright, let's get some water, guys, and let's get going.
Oh, to water down the mead, or to empty the mead and put water in the wineskin. Oof. What a decision.
Don't start. We're just gonna continue.
I thought it was a
You
great
don't-
philosophical question.
My point is, you don't do that to mead. It's not even a question.
I'm with the
Anyways.
DM on this.
Anyways, you start your travels down southeast at the direction you have been pointed to.
I will start track for. Yeah, after a few hours, I will start looking around for unnatural tracks and such, see if we can find any trace of these creatures.
I'll look up
Especially
at
the ape
the.
one.
I'll keep a lookout at the sky since it said flying creatures. They must be flying the entire time, as far as
Yes.
I'm concerned.
Hey,
Well,
that's it.
Yes.
Would you mind teaching me a little more about tracking and tracing other creatures' steps and
Well, I
whereabouts?
can certainly try.
I'm gonna join Vasset in his tracking endeavors.
And I'll explain how the depth of the front or back of a track gives off, hints of whether or not the creature was running, walking, in which direction, and how to identify tracks and such as we go.
all right. So,
And I will keep
As
a
you're-
watch on the people. Not naming names.
I think you should.
We all know who Josephine's looking at.
Dio is walking all the way at the back, playing a calm yet light tune.
All right. So you walk through the forest. And it seems like my microphone is dropping. It seems like mic drop.
Wow.
Anyways, it seems like even the forest itself is starting to get a little bit darker. And you can feel the presence of something in the woods, just as a plague spreading across the land. And you can see a small hut in the forest with lights inside, and smoke rising from the chimney is a wooden structure. It's a simple cabin.
Why do you say it so creepily?
I don't say it creepily.
Another hermit?
Oh.
I can't take another hermit. I'm gonna be honest.
It's gotta be at least 2 people. At least.
He described a girl, so it's not a hermit, it's a Hermione.
Valid. Let's just
Um,
find out if she's naked then, I guess.
Well, Vasith is probably not that preoccupied with the hut as he's tracking, unless the tracks, if he has found any, leads towards the hut.
You see some human tracks. But unlike the human footprint you have seen before, this footprint appears to be barefoot.
That's strange. Don't you humans usually wear boots?
Well, usually
Yes.
there can be a number of reasons to why someone would choose not to.
Well, this one does not.
I don't.
I can see.
Does it look like the tracks are like... Is it running or is it like
No,
normal
it's
walk?
normal walking.
There's no rush to these tracks either. So whatever made these were in a comfortable position.
What's
Simply
the
walking.
what's the ground like? Is it like muddy or grassy or?
It's actually quite muddy, so it's easy to see the tracks.
Ugh, never knew anybody who liked mud between their toes. Gross.
But it feels so great. You hear a voice just coming from over your shoulder.
Oh! Turn around. Who would that
There's
be?
Right.
nothing there.
Nothing?
Nope.
Did you guys hear that?
Who said
Can
that?
Can we hear that?
I look for it with either smell, hearing, sight?
Dio, do you like mud
Yeah.
between your toes?
Well, I do like mud spas, but not like in the forest.
That's an 18 for perception.
You get the sense that there are something amongst your group, but you can't see it.
Yeah, so Vasith is going to go like in the sniffing mode and walking between everyone, sniffing the air.
Bassett.
It's around here somewhere.
Not so close. I smack him on the head.
On the snoot?
Yeah.
It's a neat little trick, isn't it?
Wait,
Are you
there?
invincible?
can we sense the direction it's coming from? An approximate distance?
It's about 2 meters away from you.
I
God.
will. Vasith is like in the sense of smell and hearing. He will look to the ground to see if prints are being created in the mud.
They are.
Can you please show yourself? It's rude not to.
It's rude to get into my property.
Well, we didn't know this was your property.
There's no property line here.
Yes, it is.
But we mean no intention.
We mean no
we are just here
harm.
to investigate some creatures.
Yeah.
And probably eliminate them if we can find them. But not you.
Then why
I
don't you
believe.
do that? There are no creatures here.
You know where they are.
We're
Wait, can you show yourself? We're trying to talk to you in a normal way.
I will also kind of like hold my hands up.
You don't need to see me to talk to me normally.
Well,
I would
may I
prefer
ask
to.
whom we are talking to?
My name is... what did they call me again?
She has forgotten her own name.
She's getting old.
My name is... Elizabeth Firenoodle.
Fire noodle?
noodle?
Yes. Good.
GG snorts a bit.
I might... Yes. It's been a long time since I've spoken my name. Who are
You
you?
don't get a lot of visitors?
No, I do not. I practice out here all by myself. You see, I was left here by my mother.
Oh.
How
Are you
long
an
have you been
orphan?
here?
No, I'm not. We trained together, but she vanished after going on some personal thingy.
How long
She
since was
said,
that?
she said she needed to save her friends again, now that she was normal. I guess
Normal.
I was. I'm not normal, I think.
Darling,
can
see that.
there is nothing that is normal in this world. We just want to see you and talk to you, and maybe perhaps you could help us, aid us in this mission of ours, which is to hunt down these creatures that have been plaguing this part of the land.
Yeah, we don't judge people on how they look.
We definitely don't judge if they don't have any parents or any dads and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
We're really good on that. And also, normal is boring. It's so much more fun to be extraordinary and
Yes,
be
I know, right? A
past-
sprinkle of madness, and you just throw a fireball here and there, and
something like that. But maybe
Yep.
instead of a fireball, you can do this, and Dio is going to cast Dispel Magic towards this creature.
all right. So in the middle of you, a woman appears. She's standing before you with quite tattered robes, but a long, blondish hair, and
You describe.
seems a little bit jumpy and nervous around people, and now that she noticed that her magic is no longer in effect, she kind of says, "Whoa,
Hey, good to see you.
You're not
it was
see-through.
rude."
Is it a human?
That was rude.
Yes.
I mean, I just wanted to see what you look like. It's so much nicer seeing who you're talking to.
Okay, but don't touch me.
I mean, I wasn't planning to, unless you
You-
wanted me to.
We
That's
we
weird
have
that you leave
experience
that.
with that.
No
You have
touching.
experience
No
in-
touching.
with touching me.
No, with no
And
touching.
no touching. No. We respect that. It's fine.
You're strange.
You don't look that bad,
Are you
honestly. Just a bit of new clothes maybe and
all
comb through that
right?
hair.
Color
What?
coordinate a bit, because this, I mean,
What did you
It's-
say, Josephine?
Are you all right?
Yes.
Do you happen to know where your mom left?
She said she had to go into the big city and save her friends again.
The big city is.
Ashville, of course. It's the only city.
And how long have you been alone?
Have you counted the winters?
What time is it now?
Good question.
I will state at least a year.
Oh. I believe it's been 160 years, give or take.
okay.
Well, speaking of not normal, that is quite a long time.
Is it?
I mean, most humans don't live to be 80.
But she left me all these books. And I have... Oh, just wonderful. The things they taught me.
That's nice.
What kind of books are there?
Party books. They
Par-
have party tricks.
Party tricks in it.
Yes.
Can you show
Like
us a party trick?
fireball. Sure. Stand over there.
Okay.
No, not no.
Dio goes over there.
She starts to conjure with her hands a large ball of fire.
That's fireworks, right?
Are you ready to catch it?
No. I thought you were just making a spectacle.
And she throws it up into the air, and it explodes, encapsulating one of the trees, and the tree tops just starts burning.
All right, that was pretty cool.
And if you do like this afterwards, and she kind of flow with her hands and does a little incantation, it starts to rain.
Complementary
That is
powers.
pretty cool.
Very nice.
Did you just live with your mom? Like, who left? Is she still a kid, or is like, what does she look like? Does she? Because she's a small human, or
She looks like she is about 20 years old.
It looks like she's what?
Feeling like a math
About-
meme.
20 years old.
You are keeping well, mommy. Oh, I didn't say that. I was just thinking that.
Does she have any hint of long ears like an elf, or a small stature like maybe like a halfling, or is she actually human?
He is human, but she has some features of an elf. She has small, pointy ears, but it's barely visible.
kind of like Josephine's?
Yes, but even smaller.
I'm gonna nudge Dio and like go. We haven't met anyone in Asheville called Fire Noodle, have we?
I don't remember anyone. I'm pretty sure I would have remembered a name like Fire Noodle. But we are definitely checking that out when we get back, I think.
I might
I'm gonna
have
look back
butchered
to
it,
the.
but give me a history check.
Who?
Alos.
Okay. 17.
Would you do the honors, Josephine?
Yeah, if I'm correct, you're looking at the daughter of Elwyn Fernoodle, which is the one of the founders of Ashborn Unchained.
Fire Noodle.
Fire Noodle?
Fire Noodle, yeah. Fernoodle is.
Definitely fire noodle.
We're 100% going with Fire Noodle from now on.
Yeah, I love the fact that you butched it, but it's Elwyn Fernoodle.
Fire Noodle.
Alright. Okay.
Fire Noodle.
Which was an
What?
anxious elf that founded Ashvale or Ashborn Unchained. And she was an illusionist.
Damn.
I'm gonna look back to the woman and ask. May I ask what your mother's name is?
Eloise.
Well, guys, isn't that one of the founders?
Oh shit, you're right.
The one that got cut in half.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
How did we not catch that immediately?
If that's true, and she got, in fact, cut in half, how could it have been that 40 years later she had to return?
Well,
And
They
save her
did
friends
say s-
again?
they did say that there was a lot of weird things going on at that time.
Maybe they just had really good glue back in the day?
Dio.
What?
We're talking about an illusionist.
Yeah.
Who managed to fight evil incarnate. Surely there's a way she could, like, I don't know, project another half of herself?
I'm just putting one option out there. I'm not saying it's the only one.
Anyway, have you seen any weird creatures around? No, you didn't, you said. No creatures here?
As you are pondering what to ask her, we will take a short break.
Wow. Nice.
Solid.
All right. Make sure to stay hydrated, and we will take a 5-minute break, and we will be right back after that. Does anyone else have anything to say?
No.
Love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
No, not
See you
I'm gonna get
later.
tea.
Not bye.
not,
See you soon.
not bye. See you soon.
See you in 5 minutes.
Let
Yeah.
you stay.
Hello. Can't even
Made
hear
it.
the other one. Hello.
We're missing a key person.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, we'll just take some comments before, like, Matt comes, if Matt is a bit late, but here you are.
Nay!
You appeared out of
Right
nowhere.
on time.
Yes.
When he is most needed, he appears.
When he is most needed, he does appear.
I have no joke to that comment, but I wish I had.
Like an illusion.
Is it
Yeah.
easier if we say you came just as you should, or just when you should?
Yes. A wizard is neither late or yeah.
Nor is
Nor
he
early.
Yes.
He arrives
right.
exactly when he
Exactly.
needs to.
Yes.
Yeah, that goes for DMs as well. I think.
Yeah.
Let's incorporate that.
Yeah.
Very true.
I mean, the canon DM costume is a wizard costume.
That's true. Properly welcome back, though.
Yeah. The character.
Game face.
Unfocused, in and out of character.
Yeah.
What questions do we have for this little girl who's weirdly familiar to me?
I mean, the most important is, does she need any help because of the creatures around here?
No, I don't. Thank you very much.
But
Like, you don't need any help?
I don't have any creatures around. Not anymore, anyways. I tried to keep one pet, but it didn't work out.
Elizabeth, if that was your name, right?
Yes,
Uh,
I think so.
out of curiosity, and I don't mean to pry, your
Mm.
affinity for fire magic, how did that come by? Because from what I can remember and being told, I don't think your mother was the biggest fan of fire.
Well, she taught me to use a fireball, kind of on a whim, because she would. She was desperate to get a mastery over it, always referring to one time where she lost control. But after that, she was determined to get a hang of it, so she left me all these books with all these party tricks. They certainly amuse me, but she didn't teach me per se. I have to shut off that chat a little bit. So,
Huge compliment to the chat, by the way.
give me a second.
You know, it's good when we don't break our DM. It's the chat that breaks our DM. That's when you know it's good.
Yeah. Huge compliment.
Well, anyway, she left me this spell book, and I just read through it, and it came to me. And when I saw a practice target, I I just tested things out. And they
So-
worked out for me, not the target.
Yeah, it's a great idea to try things out. You should
So you-
always try things.
So you took care of all the monsters by yourself?
If I care for them.
No, if you like took care of them.
Oh,
We were told
no,
there
no,
were
no.
creatures here that came from like the Shadow Realm or whatever. But if there are none here and you've had targets to practice on,
Well,
then I
they
guess
are, but I just haven't gotten around to do anything about it yet. They haven't bothered me.
But they've bothered
We-
us, and we're looking for them.
And you have bothered me, so that would make them my friend.
We want to be your friend.
But you're bothering me. They aren't.
No, we're just talking to you in a normal manner, like people do.
You dispelled my magic.
Just because I wanted to see who I was talking to.
You could ask.
Well, we did
ask.
ask several times. So technically, you were being rude for denying us the opportunity of seeing your lovely face.
He has
Besides-
a point.
I have many points.
We apologize if we
Good
have
point.
intruded on your territory. Is there anything we maybe could do for you to show that we mean well?
No.
I
Ilos.
love her. I love her.
Yeah, that's it.
If I understand correctly, this is the actual child of one of the founders.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, from what we were told at the guild hall of Ashborn Unchained, the monster they fought, the evil they fought so long ago, has roots in these creatures that we are hunting. And by that definition, by hunting this creature, we will be doing this child a favor.
You speak true.
So are you staying for dinner then?
Dinner, yes.
Yes.
What
Okay.
are we having?
Come on. Carrot soup.
Carrot soup.
Yes.
Bassett, do you reckon there's any wildlife around here that we might add to this soup?
Do I, DM? Or has everything been scorched?
It's not scorched. Oh, yes, the treetops are scorched. But it's quite barren. This is also when you notice it's quite a lifeless forest.
I
I
think
mean-
it will take. We would spend a lot of time getting fresh game here. But I have meats, dried ones.
Oh. Great. I mean, anything beats Cersei's eggs.
And human
I also
bacon.
have beets.
Also human bacon.
It's not nice to speak ill of the praying, Dio.
Oh, I wasn't speaking ill of the praying. I was speaking ill of the horrendous eggs she makes.
You should really widen your repertoire in what you eat. Nutrition is important, you know.
Oh, yes. I will let it be with that.
Eggs
Yeah,
and
no.
bacon, even though bad eggs and human bacon, it's a fine meal, but you should diversify.
Uh,
To
yeah.
carrot soup. Let's go.
yes.
And she leads you into this small hut. But as soon as you enter, it's not so small. It's actually pretty big. You have an entrance hall. which is about 5 meters long, and where you can take off your shoes, if you're wearing any, and your outer cloak. She calls it a mudroom. Beyond that is a great dining hall that even the Ashborn Unchained would be jealous of.
Wow, what a place!
And to the sides of the dining hall, you have different rooms leading in every direction. And as soon as you enter, you start seeing some weird, unexplainable things. Like a fresh, wet towel suddenly float towards all of you.
Oh, that was so needed. Thank you.
Shall we? Let's eat some carrot soup.
Yeah.
I must
Ouch.
admit, it was nice getting rid of that dried blood. It was starting to crease.
Yes. We can certainly add some flavor to that carrot soup. You made a good point. Anyways, let's sit down.
Yes,
As it turns the chair around so we have room for his tail.
All right. And as you sit down, out of one of the rooms, a floating cauldron with burning hot soup emerges. And it floats in the air and gently sits itself down on the table before you.
Wait, do you have an invisible maid?
No, that would be weird.
I mean, not really. I mean, knowing you.
What do you mean?
I mean, you walk around invisible. I thought maybe you don't like the look of people.
But why should the maid be invisible?
I don't know. Maybe you just don't like looking at her. Or him.
You're strange.
I mean, cold worse.
Do you want some soup?
Yes.
She kind
It
of
smells. Does it smell delicious?
Yes, it actually does.
Mm-mm-mm.
There is no
She-
actual dried blood in this, right?
No, it's fresh.
Okay.
She just gives her a slight wave of the hand and Schleiv spoon takes a big gulp of the soup and it floats over to Dio and puts it in his plate that's before you.
All right.
And in its yellowy, carroty-ish color, but it has a bunch of stuff in it. You think you can see some potatoes. You have a bone with some cooked meat on it, and some different green vegetables floating around.
Can I identify
Actually-
the meat?
That would be extremely hard with this small little piece, even though it's cooked.
Okay.
But it looks edible.
Mm-hmm.
As the cauldron comes
Being-
to me, can I? Because I know my fair share of poison,
Mhm.
and I would love to check if this is poisonous in some way.
How would you check that?
Incredible sense of smell.
Something around the fact that I like have all of these kinds of poisons on me, and I
Or
would
just-
know like a difference in like a texture or a smell or like a sense. I suppose.
Or we can just watch Dio and see if he drops dead in the next 2
Yeah.
seconds.
You know what? Actually, that's not a good.
Also
That's not
works.
a bad idea.
So what are you saying? You are sitting here and playing with your food to see if you can sort of
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
get
I am. Yeah.
something. Yeah, roll for it.
It's a 19 on the die.
Yeah, okay. Looks fine.
Okay. All right.
Dio goes
Well,
straight to
after
the,
like kind of like playing with it with my little finger, I guess I'll just do it and then start eating it.
All right.
Dio was
What about-
fishing out the meat and taking a big bite of that because he was expecting this to be just a veggie soup, but when there's meat in it, yes, sirree, let's go for it.
All right. So the two of you eat the soup. What about Alos, Gigi, and Vasich?
Ilos doesn't have a second thought about it. He starts eating it as soon as it's in his bowl.
I'm watching my figure actually, thanks though.
Avathis leans over to Ilos and says, "It's strange because, it's funny because, among all the things, this is not the strangest thing that we've encountered. It's up there, but, and it will eat."
Yeah, I'm just a little bit giggling at the comments.
He kind of leans in towards Vasich and says, up where?
Or you should see the tree of the enchanter.
Oh, okay.
That was strange.
Right.
And Vassar will, describe it, how it blocked out the canopy, and how the enchanter became a part of it. There were striders in the ceiling. Yeah.
So, everybody except Gigi, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Cool.
There you fucking go.
Well, that's a 28, and that's not even a 20 on the die.
Damn.
I have a nat 20 for a 21.
Spicy!
21.
15.
These new die are really
Alright.
paying off.
So, as you are eating this delicious soup, you suddenly feel a warmth in your body, since the soup is warm.
There you go.
He looks around at you and, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, it was delicious. Thank you so much.
No, you're very welcome. So tell me, when are you leaving?
After dessert, I guess.
What's dessert?
What?
It's a place with a lot of sand.
No, that is desert. Okay. I can see the confusion here, but desert and dessert is two different things. So a desert is a sandy place, much as he described it. But dessert is the course that comes after the main course in a dinner.
Have you seen any of these creatures? And Josephine will describe the creatures that were described to them around here. Is there a direction you can point us to? And if you can, we will leave right away.
Oh, you mean the imps? Yeah, sure. They're about a 5-minute walk that way.
All right, great. Well, we're killing some imps
5
then.
minutes.
Let's go.
Have you had any dealings with them? Like, have you met them, talked to them, done anything to them or with them?
He's so silly, you don't talk to imps. No.
Then
Okay.
thank you, Elizabeth, for your hospitality. We will
You're-
leave now if you wish.
Yes, I wish. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
No social cues. Absolutely love her.
Oh, before you go, can you clean up the mud that you dragged inside?
Nope. Bye.
Josephine will cast mending, and it will clean up the mud after us.
Okay, great.
I mean,
Alright.
cool house, but like the attitude.
And the menu.
She was a
Not a
strange
fan.
creature.
I mean,
It
nothing
was
wrong with
easy
the
to
menu,
talk
Dio.
to.
What?
Was nothing wrong with the menu, was it?
I mean,
She
one
had
course
blood in
meal?
it.
You
said.
have that kind of house, and you have a one-course meal.
It's not like we had a lot of desserts on our travels this far either.
No, but we haven't been staying in those kinds of houses. I'm sure back in your castle days, you had a decent meal with several courses, right?
Well, growing up, I almost ate nothing but dessert. But yeah,
Yeah,
And
but
so,
the
yeah.
rest of the people, the grown-ups in the group, would probably have
I
a
remember
5-course meal.
specifically Isla's being a
7-course
picky
meal.
eater.
you don't
Yeah.
have to call me out like that.
Hey, it's true.
But what matters is he ate his carrots today. He has grown.
Yes, which I was surprised by.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm ungrateful. I was just expecting more from someone with that. Let's call it that estate.
I wasn't. You saw her clothes, right?
You saw
I
the
thought-
state of her mind.
Well, I mean, we're all broken in the mind somehow. She was just more visibly broken.
Do you really think she was related to that lady? That
Oh, it-
formed the Ash Veil or whatever.
Definitely sounded like that from what I can remember.
Should we tell someone? Do you think she lives here on purpose?
I mean, we
I
should
think she's
probably
fine.
inform the guild about it.
I mean, she
Maybe
seemed to be
start-
comfortable.
Maybe start by asking what happened 40 years later.
And then, I guess, like, after this conversation, we would be nearing the imps.
Walk and talk.
Yeah. You can actually turn your attention to the battle map.
No! Okay. You might have to give me a second. I'm
What do you
very
mean
sorry.
no? We love a battle map.
I know we love a battle map, but Hydra was not prepared for this.
We have some technical difficulties, and we'll be
Gosh.
back shortly.
You know, you can
Something
just
happened
talk
just
to
in the middle of
chat
these trees.
while I do this, right?
Today's technical difficulty is happening currently.
What do we want to
Please
talk
stay
about?
tuned.
Oh, actually, while she figures out the technical things, Dio is going to use sending to Master Hunter Whalen and say, "Hey, dude, there's a girl living way out here who says she's the daughter of Eleven Fire Noodle. Just letting you know. Okay, bye."
That was 27, if I counted
That's
correct.
23.
Oh, okay, 23.
In my, unless you counted the and
Yeah, I did.
Okay. In that case, maybe okay, but I didn't get through.
So
No.
rude today, Dio.
It's very, very rude. All right. Fuck, I was too busy.
You have
counting.
to give me a second. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're doing this. Oh, Dingles. Just
On fire today.
Is he giving you ideas, Matt?
no, he isn't. Not yet.
It's
All you get back, Dio, is really. We should talk to her.
For a master hunter, he's not very fucking bright, is he?
What did you do, Dio?
Oh, what?
What did
nothing.
you do?
No, I was just sending word back
To who?
to the one and only Master Hunter Whalen.
Oh.
I just
What
made
did he
sure
respond
that
with?
he said we
Or-
should talk to her.
All right.
Yeah, I know. He's an idiot. I don't know.
He's
How
not an
well-
idiot. He
Well,
seemed
Maybe
perfectly
we should talk to her.
competent.
He's not
Yeah.
the.
Hydra,
Yeah.
if you are on the battle map and you press 0 on your numpad, it will automatically center itself.
I know, but here's the thing. I can't center it because there are different. How do I say this? Sizes for the viewing of the map on the.
All right. Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. We don't need to. No. All right.
Don't have to explain yourself to us, Hydra.
I feel like this is pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That works.
All right. So you walk into this scene, as you can see in front of you, and there are 3 large trees that are fallen over, and from within where the root were, there is some holes. So what would you like to do?
So it doesn't look like the trees have naturally fallen over.
No, they also look hollow inside. So it's like something has buried itself into the trees and kind of weakened its structure.
Holy hell! Who could have done this?
Well, either way, a creature that is capable of this might hide inside.
I believe you're right, Vassit. We should maybe draw them out, or
I can
Like-
create a fire at the base of the trunk.
Oh, that's smart. Smoke him out.
smoke them out.
Then that's what I will do. I will start by using Druidcraft to light a campfire at the base of where the trees have fallen over, and if I have enough time, I will do it to all 3. It will
Yeah.
take about 18 seconds to do.
I'm gonna try and do the same. Emphasis on try, because my magic is a bit unpredictable. But I really want this to be fire magic.
All right.
Do I have to to hit or something?
No.
Okay, so it's just me rolling to see what kind of damage it is. Oh my god, it's fire! Oh my god! That's crazy! Okay, the 8, I'm trying to do the same, and as you see Josephine kind of trying to do this enchantment, you see it flickers. It's ice, it's fire, it's lightning, it's poison, and then it bursts out, and it's fire that comes out of it at the last second.
Ooh,
Nice.
look
Oh,
at
yeah.
you creating disco balls.
Hey,
All right. So you create fires at the base of the trunks. And you see some creatures start pouring out of the holes. And they are small, devilish looking creatures with wings and a kind of scorpion tail. And let's start by adding some here.
As Josephine did what she did, I'm gonna ask, did you do that too, just by believing in yourself?
Yes.
I gotta try that as well sometimes.
Alice, I'm sure if you believe hard enough, there's some magic within you.
You said that when you teleported as well, but I haven't done it yet.
Hey, that doesn't mean that, like, your magic needs to be teleportation or shooting fire from your hands. You have other gifts.
Maybe your boyish charm is actually magic.
Maybe your caring for doing what's good is magical.
But that doesn't do cool shit like that.
No, but the greatest magic ever is friendship.
All right. You know, we'll practice. We'll practice, Ilos. I'm sure somehow you will be able to do something.
All right. So
Wait.
there has entered some imps that has been drawn out of their hiding place, including
Some
this,
imps?
a couple of imps.
Some. Handful.
You can also see this large creature that resembles, the best way I can describe it is like a giant orangutan with giant teeth and two small horns standing in the front of the group.
Did that also come from the tree somehow?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Big trees.
Almost.
You can roll for initiative.
Heckin' trees.
Right. Entering. Yeah, fuck. Entering battle mode.
Shit. Initiative. Boom.
I like how you see my roll, which is absolutely horrible every single time I roll initiative.
Mhm.
Lol.
Ugh.
I mean, you usually roll better than me.
No,
So
but like it's the digital dice. They annoy me.
digital
no-
dice.
I like it. I like how your initiative is +7.
There's something wrong with my initiative.
Yeah, you rolled it with advantage. It
No,
seems.
I just pressed the initiative thing, and I have a +4, and it ended up being a 4. I just put a 4 in there.
Oh yeah, it's hard to roll 0 and a die. That's
Yeah.
true.
Let me try that again.
Yeah, it didn't add the plus, but Matt can do that manually to an 8.
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
That's fine. You can have 16.
I'm open for whatever. I'm just trying to make it easy for you.
Yeah. All right. So I need to. Let's just get this screen around here a little bit better so I can watch. All right. So let's first get a little bit better music. Oops. So as the imps are starting to pour out, we have it's, how can I possibly determine which is which? There it is. So let's see here. The first imp will start flying towards you. Let's see here. And it actually reaches close enough to make a hit on Vasset.
Bring it.
But I need dice. Give me a second.
DM not prepared.
This
You-
dice break is brought to you by no one because we're not sponsored yet, but at least 3 of us are drinking Pepsi tonight. So, Pepsi, where the fuck you at?
We'll say Pepsi.
Yeah. Let's see. D20. He will try to sting you with his tail. And that's a 13 to hit.
That's a mess.
Alright. So now it's Imp's 8th turn. That's Imp 8. He will cast invisibility on himself.
Uh-oh.
And he will remove himself. And he will fly over here.
Over where, Matt? Yay, invisibility, you guys. Fun, fun, fun.
Yes. Oh, you really need to thin the herd. And this one also casts invisibility. And he will fly over here.
Says you need to thin the herd and then decides to cast invisibility and fly away.
And he casts
He
invisibility.
didn't say he would help us.
And he flies over here.
Oh my god.
I love how it was just the first one that was dumb enough to not cast invisibility on himself. Idiot.
Yeah,
The others just
Frank,
looked at him.
every time.
The others just looked at him
Alos.
as like, this son of a bitch.
Always forgets.
Alos, you're up.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot the one nearest.
Alright.
One arrow to that one. 18.
That's a hit.
That's oh, that's not yet. Fuck. Right. Oh, max. 12 points of. Oh, is it 12?
12 points of damage.
14 actually, but it was plus 6, not 4.
Alright, so 2 more. Yeah. He is
And,
still flying.
Then I'm gonna shoot another arrow at him. And that's another 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
And it's 9 points of damage.
Alright, so you string up your second arrow, and as you release and hit the imp, he falls limp to the ground. And he's dead.
Great job, Alos.
Then I want to. Let's see. Ruler.
You want to move?
Yeah. I'm gonna move to the trees. To look like limit of the trees. And I'm gonna shout to the others. I'm gonna try to take care of the imps if you deal with the big one.
Alright. So now it's Imp 10's turn, which he uses to turn invisible. And he will fly over here. And Genevieve, you're up.
Yes. She will sprint over here as she shouts something like, "Let the silver relate of Arathiel banish you!" And she holds forth her rapier and casts the bright light that we all know so well to maybe spook them away. But if not, she'll just be a beacon of hope. Hair blowing in the wind. Whoosh. For now.
So
And yeah, she'll just stay ready for anything showing up.
you light up the area, and you can see that the imps just kind of try to shield themselves from this light that you are shining on them.
They
But
can certainly try.
They are not backing down.
Can I do the prepare a dash? No, sorry. Isn't there like a move
Hold action?
Yeah, hold the. Oh yeah, can I hold the attack action if some imp happens to like appear around me?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
But it's the big ape thing's turn. And it will kind of sit backwards a little bit, getting ready to jump. And it will jump over Genevieve, landing there. And in doing so, it will rush to Dio.
Oh.
And first try to bite you. And that's a 13 to hit.
That's a miss.
And with both of its hands, it will try to thrash you with its hands. That's a dirty 20.
It's.
And a 25.
Yep.
That's... Where is it? Missing a die. Take another set.
I want to use my reaction as the second hit lands on Dio.
Yeah.
The tattoo will sort of come alive, and the snake that's tattooed on his chest will wrap around Vass's neck and take the damage from the second punch and transfer it to Vasseth.
Alright, so the first punch
That
is
is awesome, dude.
13 damage, and you are knocked prone. No save.
Oh!
Vasset, you receive 5 damage.
Thank you.
And now it's this imp's turn, and it will turn invisible
No.
and run over here. And the next imp turns invisible and runs over here. And this imp turns invisible and runs over here.
Where do they all go? Where do they go?
Here and there.
And
Where do they
And
go
everywhere.
now?
this imp
Where
will
do they
simply
go?
just go there.
Wow, wow.
And this one will fly over here. And now it's Dio's turn.
All
Retaliate.
right. Getting knocked the fuck down by this large dude, he is going to stand back up and say, "Ooh, okay, you might be powerful, but you're not glorious." And he is going to extend his arms, and from his hands, three illusory duplicates of him is going to pop out. The full boy band is out, and he's going to start dancing and singing, middle fingers to the air, and with his song, the entire party is going to get 14 points of temp hit points and can all use their reaction to move, should they so choose.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, Vasseth already spent his reaction.
And that's it.
moving
That's-
Dio using your reaction?
No.
Josephine, you're up.
Nice. Josephine will come next to, let's see, Dio over here on this side of the big guy. And
Yes.
politely, nicely stab him as hard as she possibly can. Now there are a few things that's gonna happen when she stabs him, which I will get to. I just have to see if I hit first.
You can do it.
Politely though.
Yeah, like as
Real polite.
politely as she can, obviously. Let's see here. It's the new daggers, which, I mean, if I don't hit with these, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. That is... Oh! That is a 21 and a nat 20 for 29.
Both hit.
Alright, so what's gonna happen as soon as she stabs him with the one knife, the light one, is that the orangutan will feel a sort of force, a burst within him, and if he now decides to move, he will take force damage.
All right.
And then she will hit him with like the second attack as well. And he will take a whopping, since I'm 5 feet from Dio.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 piercing damage with those 2 stabs.
All right.
And when he, or if he decides to move, let's see here, there we go. If the target willingly moves 5 feet or more, it will take 1d8 thunder damage.
Ooh, nice.
Yes. And yeah, I will stand there with my blades kind of like into him and just stand my ground.
All right. So that's your turn, I guess. And this imp will fly up to Genevieve and try to sting you with its stinger. That's 21 to hit.
Yeah, hits. Unfortunately.
So you take 7 piercing damage and 5 poison damage.
That's almost all of my temporary hit points. Meh.
And Vasit, you're up.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, that triggered my held action, didn't it?
Yes,
attack
it
if-
actually did.
So I can stab him! Haha!
Yes, you can.
Fuck yeah.
Stabby.
24.
That's a hit.
Yeah. Betcha. That's 14. 14. Do you need that in radiant and piercing damage, or?
No, that's fine.
Alright.
He is still up though.
Yeah, because I can't attack twice when I have 2 attacks when I hold the action. How does that work? Does anybody know? Because I usually have 2 attacks, but
What was that?
You held the attack action, yeah, so you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Haha! Yes. I do with advantage. That's an 20, not natural. Dirty 20. That hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oi. Woo. 14.
Yeah, that's enough.
22 stabby damage.
So as the imp fly towards you and successfully stings you with its
Ow!
tail, you suddenly flow into a blurry of flows, and after your swordplay, the imp just seems to fall lifeless to the ground.
Take that. Don't stab me.
And Vasit, you're up.
All right. Vasith will start moving up to here, and as he does so, he will touch the ground when he starts to move, and from the ground, he will pull up sort of a root full of thorns. And when it's completely out of the ground, he will twirl it around and whip it around the giant ape thing with Thorn Whip. Try to hit
Alright.
him. Oh,
Go for
that's
it.
probably a hit. That's 19 plus a lot. So 25 to hit.
Yes, that's a hit.
It's not a lot of damage. It's a neat 8 damage. Magical piercing.
Yeah.
And he will pull him 10 feet towards himself.
So it
So
will
that-
trigger mine.
That's 2d8.
Well,
Let's-
it's
correct.
he needs to move willingly, doesn't he?
Yes, it said willingly.
Hold on.
That would have been a
Every one of
great team thing.
Yes. would.
Yeah, if the target moves willingly.
Yeah, most of those things don't have forced movement.
Yeah.
Or don't trigger on forced movement.
But
However, Vasith is not done. Because he will action surge. And when the orangutan gets close, he will try to kick his feet out from under him with a push action. That's a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Then he needs to make a strength or dexterity saving throw, and the DC is now 15.
Dirty 20.
Alright, so he stands. The second part of the attack, however, is a normal attack. Which is 27 to hit. Attacking with both hands. That's a 11 damage, which is now considered, I think, magical.
Yes, they are.
And as the punch and grab feature, he will need to make another strength or dexterity saving throw to avoid being grappled.
It's a 21.
So he's not grappled. But I did pull him away. Happy with that.
Yes. Alright.
That's my turn.
So now it's Imp 7's turn. And he will do the same as his predecessor and fly up to Genevieve and try to stab you with his sting.
Yeah.
That's
Go
a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
He's doing this
So-
in plain view. Wow.
That's
Not even politely.
9 piercing damage and 5 poison.
I don't get the poison condition, right? Or
No.
No.
You
well,
don't.
that's great. Noted.
Now it's Imp 6 turn and he will do the same.
You guys.
That's a 13 to hit.
Actually, she'll bang it away with her shield. So no.
Alright.
Absolutely not.
So okay, then it's his turn and he will do the same.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, it doesn't hit. Oh, dirty. Yeah, dirty 20. No, doesn't hit.
Doesn't it?
No, I get an additional 3 to my AC until the end of my next turn. So it's 20.
So then it's a dirty 20 will then hit. Meat to beat.
Well, in that case, yes. In that case, yes.
So that's additional 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 5 poison again. And now it's Imp's 8th turn, which is over here. And he will go down here and suddenly appear before Dio. And gets a 22 to hit.
He hits a duplicate.
All right.
Nice try, motherfucker!
So now it's Imp 9's turn. Where is he? He will go over here and suddenly appear before Ilos. And that's a 10 to hit.
Miss.
And now it's Imp 12's turn. He will go over here and suddenly appear before Josephine. That's a 22 to hit. So that's 7 piercing and 4 poison.
As a reaction, Josephine, as like the poison damage come in, she will kind of like, you will see that her birthmark is absorbing the poison element of the damage, and it's the absorbed elements in which if I take like poison, acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, it can capture some of the incoming like energy and lessen its effect.
All right.
But it doesn't say. It says it lessen its effect on you, storing it until your next melee attack. And then I have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of my next turn.
Half then?
And the first time I hit with a melee attack on my next turn, that target would take an additional 1d6 of that damage. That triggering type.
All right. So
if you get resistance, that just half the damage to them? If it lessens and then you have resistance?
we can talk about this off game, but the way we're gonna do it this time, since you get 1d6 extra on your next attack, I think it's just fair that you roll 1d6 now to see how much damage you reduce by.
Okay. 4. So everything.
Yeah, so you get 0 poison damage.
So it's 7, just
7 piercing.
yeah.
Alos, you're up.
I'm gonna rid myself of the one that came in front of me. Shoot an arrow, not at disadvantage because I have gotten the sharpshooter feat now.
Yeah.
If I read correctly on that, I do believe I did. Yeah, firing melee does not impose disadvantage. So yeah. Oh, that's a 19 on the die, so I quit.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be Where's the other one? There. Eh. And then 21 points of damage.
Yeah, so that's enough to leave him in a pile of blood on the floor.
Alright. And then,
Shish kebab.
being in ish the quite same in ish same direction as the ones that appeared in front of Dio and Josephine,
Yeah,
I'm gonna shoot another arrow at the one in front of Dio.
yep.
24 to hit.
It's a hit.
That's gonna be 10 points of damage.
10?
10.
Alright. This one is up here. And okay. So now it's an imp's turn that will appear just beside Genevieve.
Hey, I'm so popular, you guys.
So that's a 23 to hit.
Fucker.
So that's 7 points of piercing.
Oui.
And 7 points of poison.
Bastard.
And now it's your turn, Genevieve.
Yeah, she's pretty pissed, honestly. So, doesn't matter which one. She'll just like swipe through the first and the best. Maybe the one who stabbed her most recently, because that one hurt.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. And let's see. 22 hits, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I assumed. And why not let's schmoot it as well? Her eyes glow like a silvery light as she whispers in gritted teeth, I am the chosen one! And let's see. 28 damage altogether. Do you want
yeah.
it divvied up?
No, that's fine. As you in what can only be described as a rage coming from Gigi, this nice lady in the red armor. She says again and again as she's chopping on this imp, hacking it to pieces. I am the chosen one! Chosen one!
You hear?
And with the final swing, you just cut its head off.
Like a diabolical fucking fluesmekker, whatever that's in English.
Fly
Fly swatter?
Yeah.
And that was only the first attack. Here comes another to
Yeah.
its buddy next to it, I guess.
Yeah.
As she does a cool twist and backhands it for a 25. Yeah, hits. And oof. 14 damage this time.
Alright, that's not quite enough to take him down, but he's wounded. Severely wounded.
Yeah. That's it.
And now it's the big ape's turn. As it looks at Vasit, starts to doing something with its arms, and it will blast you with something in your mind, and I will need a wisdom saving throw.
My least favorite. That's 6.
Alright, so that's a fail. And what happens is, in your mind, your most your hardest and deepest fears and your biggest nightmares comes to life. It's only visible to you. And you have now disadvantages on ability checks and attack rolls for the duration of this spell.
Is it the frightened condition?
Nope. I just mark you like this. You can make a new wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Yeah, so
But
I
now-
have disadvantage at basically everything.
Yes, but you also take some damage. It's more fun to roll one at a time. That's 5, 9, 10, 13, 19, and 27 points of psychic damage.
Noted.
And now it's Imp 2's turn. That would fly over and appear just beside Vasset. He scores a critical hit. So that means you take... that's 9, 10... 13 points of poison damage. No, piercing damage. And 17 points of poison damage.
Surely but a flesh wound, Vasith.
Oh, it's a tiny sting.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
Thorn!
Alright, so a new imp will appear before Alos. And as he appears and gets ready to sting you with his tail, it will notice the dead imp on the ground and completely miss its mark. It just stabs into the ground. And this last imp will appear before Josephine. And it misses quite severely.
I think I have the lowest DC of all of the party.
Yeah, that doesn't help with a nat 1.
Oh. Does it like trip and fall over at the sheer sight of this gorgeous, kind of ethereal elven woman?
Yes.
Think that's it?
But there's
Basically.
a
That'll
new
do it.
imp coming
Does it
up to-
acknowledge the princess status?
Oh,
No.
impolite.
Just bowing
It's a
down.
new imp on Genevieve. That's a 17 to hit, so that's a miss.
Yes.
And another one on Genevieve,
Damn.
which is a 14 to hit, which is a miss. And Dio, you're up.
All right. Dio wants to heal some people in this party, but I need to know what type of damage he took last round.
That's what was.
I
from
need to know
the-
if he's bleeding.
piercing and poison? Poison?
Yeah,
Oh.
you are
Yeah, that's
bleeding a
is
little
bloody.
bit.
Okay. He is using prestidigitation on himself to get the blood off him, and he is going to give Jojo. Because I was in, right? Yeah.
Me?
No, sorry, Gigi. Nobody cares about Jojo. Let's be honest. What the fuck?
She's but a princess. She's not
Yeah.
that important. But thanks. Thanks.
Uh,
I'm glad those last two
with the
missed.
second level healing word, 4d4 plus 5. So, I'm doing math. Give me a second. 14 points of healing
Love you.
as he yells, "Oh, you can do it! Put your ass into it!"
I'll try!
And that is going to be his turn.
So, Josephine, you're up.
I have a lot of imps around me now,
Yeah.
right?
So many.
Okay.
You're the one that run through the front lines.
Yeah.
I ain't complaining.
I am no paladin. Listen. Okay, it's just 2, right?
Yep.
But I kind of will I leave their range if I move over here? No.
Yes, you will.
I shouldn't. I don't want to. I'm grid based, so I can't place myself the way I want. But I want to move through their square and then, like, close enough so they won't be able to like get an opportunity attack. But I don't want to hit them. I want to hit the orangutan.
I mean, they are kinda in the square next to you. They're just weirdly in the square.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know how that works, but
You can see on the map.
if I can do that, that would be great. And
You
I'm
need
gonna
all the help you can get, so.
and I'm going to stab him again.
Yes, do it.
But this time I am becoming more and more angry, and there's a certain familiar fire in her eyes as some pent-up aggression is coming forward. Let's see. That's a dirty 20 and a 20.
It's a hit.
5. And then how many d8 do I add?
3.
3. I need another d8. Why? That's going to be 30. No. 42 points of damage as projections of Josephine appears in a circle and just lashes onto this guy, going ham, swinging left and right.
And as the apparitions appear around you, and you join in this wailing on this big orangutan, and as soon as the dust settles, it lies lifeless on the ground.
What? Sick. Single-handedly.
I mean, with the help of my other personalities.
Oh, you're many, yes. But it was all you!
Schizophrenia for the win!
Whoa!
All right. But I actually don't think we are gonna get through this fight in this session.
What are you talking about? This will take but a moment.
Are you sure about that?
No.
I mean,
Can I
there's
do my
only a little
turn?
voice again.
I want to do something fun. Can I do my turn?
Let him do his turn.
All right, let's finish this turn and let's see where we're at. So it's the Imp 3 turn, which is dead. And it's Vassit. You're up.
Yeah. So, do I still have the condition since the ape is now dead?
Yes.
Alright, so I roll with disadvantages.
Yes.
So I'm gonna punch the imp that's next to me.
Yep.
Should
And
feel good.
the lowest is a 9, which gives me a dirty 20.
That's a hit.
Alright. So he has to make a strength or dexterity saving throw to avoid being grappled.
That's definitely a dexterity, but the nat 1 won't help him.
So what I imagine happening is Vasith just putting his hand out to his face and squeezing, and then he will, while grabbing him, run over next to Josephine and take the imp and smack it into the next one,
Yes.
making an improvised attack
All
with
right.
the imp to the other imp as punishment for stinging him in the kidney. Still with disadvantage.
Yes.
That's another 9 for a dirty 20.
So that's also a hit.
How much damage does an imp do?
Well, he's quite thorny. Let's say D8.
Alright. Do I add my strength to that?
Yep.
So that's a 7 plus. Plus 4. So that's 11 imp damage.
All right.
11 imp damage.
Oh, by the way, he did actually take the first one damage when I hit him in the face.
Yes.
Which is 13
All right.
magical bludgeoning damage.
Yep. They are bloodied but still standing.
And as a bonus action, he will then try and stuff the first imp in his mouth using Hungry Jaws.
Protein.
Right.
Yeah. Which is an 8 for a 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Hungry Jaws.
This was with disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And
Gotta get that mid-battle snack.
Yeah. That's 11 bite damage.
And that's enough to bite his head off.
Alright. Nice. And that's a small bit of temporary hit points. 3 from the Hungry Jaw ability. That's my turn. Thank you.
But I need you to make another wisdom saving throw or take 6d10 damage.
Alright. That I can do. That's a 5.
All right, so damage it is. 3, 5, 9, 13, 19, and a 7. So that's 26 damage.
That'll do it. No, I have 1
Yes,
hit point
still
left.
standing, yeah.
What?
I have 1 hit point left because of the temporary hit points.
Wow. You see? Mid-battle snack. Very important. Take that break, people.
I mean, do we have to end it?
Yes.
Aww.
Cliffhanger. Woo!
It's a cliffhanger, yes.
I love how we're having a nice, clean battle there, and then McFeast here comes up and starts ripping off, ripping off heads.
No.
That's it. God damn it.
But I will do it this time. But I can take votes for not ending a session in battle, because I know some people hate it.
What?
Votes
Votes
from
on
us or
ending?
votes
Or...
from chat
Yeah,
or
I
what?
was going to say where you...
You can tell me if you in the future don't want to end the session within a battle, but
Alright.
this time I will do it.
Well, I'm okay with ending in a battle at the bottom of a round if it's fitting.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same as long as it's like when we're at the tail part of a battle, I would prefer to play it out, but mid battle is fine when it needs to be.
We can play. Okay, let's end it. Let's give it 2 rounds now.
2 rounds or 2 turns?
2 rounds.
'Cause if-
Pretty sure we'll manage into.
Yeah,
Oh.
Well, I mean, if people need to go to bed, then people need to go to bed. I mean,
yeah. Okay.
we should probably
Okay.
have a vote with all the players. I would like to continue, but that doesn't mean everybody has the time for it.
I don't mind.
I can
I'm good.
continue.
Okay. Following Vassit's.
Come on, roll really well, Ilos or whoever's next.
Thank you.
Just
I will try. As the imp
No,
hits you.
not you.
Ichi, what are you doing?
Just natural 20s all around. Just
So that's a
not there.
16 to hit. So that's a miss. And imp number 6, where are you? Huh. Must be the one. Yeah, the one next to Gigi. That's a 10 to hit, so that's no good. And imp number 4. It's also GG. Watch! That's an 8, so that's a miss. Imp number 13 is dead. Imp 18 is still alive with 11 hit points. Hitting Dio for 17.
Yep.
So that's 6 points of piercing and 7 points of poison.
All right.
And imp number 9. That's GG. That's 19.
No, I'll whack it with my shield.
Where's imp 12? There he is. He is gonna hit Josephine. So that's a 23 to hit. So that's 8 piercing. And 6 poison.
Yep.
And Ilos, you're up.
First gonna shoot the one closest to me.
Yep.
27 to hit.
Yeah, that's hit.
11 damage. And I'm guessing he's not standing, so I'm gonna fire another one at him.
Sorry, yeah, 11 is still standing, yes. Dio, yes.
22 to hit.
That's a hit.
And 12 points of damage on that one.
Alright, so that's enough to skewer him with your arrow, and he falls dead to the ground.
And then, looking around and seeing that big guy is looking pretty worse for wear. I'm gonna action search and fire another one at the one closest to Vasit. That's an 18 to hit,
That's a hit.
and that's a 10 damage.
So, Vasid, as you are lingering on, barely clinging to life, you stand up and watch towards Alos, and it looks like he's going to shoot you, but the arrow pushes past your head, straight into the imp behind you, killing it. And you have one more arrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one on one of them by Genevieve, but the one closest to me, like the one closest.
At down at the corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, that's a natural 20.
All right.
So that's gonna be 22 points of damage.
All right. So you fire the first shot just past Vasset, and in just sheer reflection or instinct, you take up your bow again, and not even looking, you just fire at an imp, and you hit him straight in the head, and the arrow actually carries him for about 5 to 10 feet before he falls dead to the ground.
Solid.
And that's gonna be my turn.
All right, so Genevieve, you're up.
Yeah. I'll target the one next to the one Ilos just impaled gloriously. Um, um, damn. 17, is that hit?
Yep.
Ah, great. We'll do that with a smite. So, 25 altogether for that one.
All right.
And she'll notice she has company of Vasith that suddenly looks really tired. He usually doesn't look very tired. So she'll be like, you're doing great, Vasith! Just, we can do this! And you feel so encouraged. You get 19 hit points.
Ooh.
Good on you, boy.
You killed the imp.
Great. Let's continue killing the other one. We'll do the one next to it. That's a dirty 20 to hit. That hits.
That's a hit.
For a 19 damage.
19 damage. He barely clings on to life, but he is still there.
Oof. Finish him, Vasith!
And imp number 5. Where are you? Here do.
It's be the one of the three. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. It will hit Josephine with a dirty 20. 8 points of piercing and 8 points of poison.
Did you max that?
Nope.
All right.
And Dio, you're up.
All right. Interesting. I'm going to need the DM to explain what it looks like as Dio rages.
Huh?
All right. So
What?
you think of back to the blood that you wiped clean off your body, and you can see your comrades being plucked one by one. And you feel a rage building inside you. And as you let it come out, you can see that your hands grow longer and you get claw-like fingers, and you even become taller, and the horns on your head becomes a little bit longer, and you just are standing there with a fiery look in your eyes.
All right. So that is my bonus action.
Mhm.
And Dio is going to lean forwards and put one arm onto the ground. And he will look at the imp right in front of him as he rises back up, folds it, or shoots his shoulders back, and he's going to try to shoot a ray of sickness from his mouth into this imp's face. I'm not sure that's going to work, but that's what he's going to try to do.
Yes, go for it.
That's 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. So this ray is shooting out of his mouth, hitting the imp for 11 poison damage, which is probably not going to do anything to them.
It will kill it.
Will it now?
Your
Fuck
morning
you,
breath killed him.
Yeah,
The hell,
for
Dio.
sure. And he just screams in rage
Wait a
as this
little bit. You
happens.
said poison damage.
Yeah, that's why I thought it wouldn't work.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I had a
Oh.
feeling.
Sorry.
No, no worries.
So
So that is going to be his turn. It just made sense to use that because it's part of his fiendish legacy.
do you feel... Would you let go to the rage?
Yeah, he lost control and went into a rage.
So roll me a d20 and add your proficiency modifier and
Proficiency.
strength.
Okay. That's an 11 plus 3 minus 1. So 13.
That's still enough. So give me a d8.
Okay.
And I'll
4.
explain what's happening. And a d4.
And a d4 as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Literally what is happening right now.
3.
All right. So as you let the rage consume you and take over, you suddenly grab the imp in front of you with your arms, and your claws are pressing into its skin. And as they do, a flicker of flame emerges from your hand and burns the imp.
All right.
So you inflict 4 piercing damage and 3 fire damage.
Okay.
And
Nice.
since you let the rage consume you, you get 1 demon point.
Of course.
Yep. Demon points.
Demon point added. Quick question.
Yeah.
My duplicate, does that stay the same as my original form, or does that also transform?
In this case, it stays the original, but
Okay.
I will look into the spell wording.
Yep.
Bassett, you're up.
All right.
Is it
Getting
okay
the-
for people if I clean up the battle map a little bit?
Yeah, of course. Seeing Genevieve handle herself very well, and
Are you sure
thankful
it's not
for-
me? I'm sorry.
Genevieve?
No, me before Bassett.
Yeah, you are before.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Jesus.
You're welcome.
I was like, have I been forgotten? What is
Yes.
No.
this?
Never.
Did Dio kill this imp in front of him?
No. He didn't.
Oh, he just put it on fire.
Yes.
And I'm this close watching everything of this unfold.
I'm working on a barbecue over
Ah!
here.
And literally, Josephine will scream at the sight of this demon appearing in front of her, and she will just flicker her arms, and in the midst of that chaos, that is a natural 20. Now, natural 20 on spells. Tell me again how that is?
I haven't decided quite yet,
Okay.
because if you're going to use the standard crit roll, it could be extremely powerful.
Right. So what do you want to do? The
Yeah,
dices are
depends.
two. The dices are 2d8 plus 1d6.
Just tell
mean-
me how you would like to kill them.
Okay, I just need to roll. I just need to roll to see what damage it does. So in case it lands on poison, you might, but it doesn't. You see Josephine freak out over the size of Dio literally becoming a demon in front of her, and she just screams out. And in this panicked scream, her leg, which has this birthmark that has been slowly spreading magic towards her body, starts lighting up, and you see lightning flickers from it, and lightning just emerges from her in this panic state and just bursts one of the imps that is closest to her.
You're
Let's-
inspiring, Dio.
Let's add some flavor. Since you rolled a nat 20,
Yeah.
the lightning arc that you are producing, it's much larger than you anticipated. So it will actually be a 15-foot cone.
Oh, well, I am so sorry, my guy. I am so sorry.
So I need Dio to make a dexterity saving throw against your spell DC, which is what?
That is... It's 14.
Dex save, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, 23.
All right. So Dio will manage to jump out of the way, but the two imps standing before Josephine are fried.
Whoops!
Nice
Joining
one,
in on that.
Freckles.
Ah! You are so creepy!
And now it's Facet's turn.
I mean, you did say it was a barbecue, Dio. You did say. So,
Noticing that Josephine is bloodied and Genevieve isn't, and he's doing really well. Vasith is going to touch the side where he was stabbed, which is still bleeding, and cauterize it with fire using his second wind ability
All right.
for healing himself for 15
Yep.
as a bonus action. And then he's going to charge the one next to Josephine by running over there. I can reach him from there, can I not?
Yep.
Yeah. I do have the charger ability. Do I still have disadvantage on shit?
Yes.
Alright.
Spell is still active.
Let's see. Charger. Oh, it's bonus damage. Let's see if we hit with a disadvantage. The lowest is an 8 for a 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Alright. Then he takes 11, 15 damage.
15.
Magical bludgeoning.
Alright, he's still standing.
Oh, let's hit him again then. Oh, the lowest is a 12. That's a 21 to hit.
So that's hits.
Shame though, because the other one was a 20. That's a +8, so that's a 17 bludgeoning damage.
That's more than enough to kill him.
Alright. So I did move 25 feet. So I'm gonna start making my way back 5 feet. Bringing, probably still with 2 dead imps in his hands.
And give me a wisdom saving throw again.
Just spent my 20. Well, let's see, it's a +4, so that's 17.
Let's see here. Wait.
The suspense. Holy shit.
Let's. I just need to
If the DC is
Check.
18, I'm probably dead.
check
The
something.
fuck?
But it's all in the name of good drama.
Truly.
Ability check and attack roll. Okay, so you don't have disadvantage on the save roll. You actually succeed in breaking the curse or spell.
So
Anyway.
the things he's been seeing in the Corify suddenly disappears.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, his visage is like, a cat's visage. It goes from large pupils, like the desperation pupils, into the back to the focused ones. And
Alright.
this is the moment that he notices that Dio is turning, and he's not really commenting on it.
So let's kill Genevieve then. That's an 18 to
Again?
hit.
A what?
18 to hit, that's a miss.
Bonk. No.
And a 15 to hit.
Nah.
Ilos, you're up.
Gonna shoot an arrow at the one
Kill
down
them!
toward me at Genevieve. First. 18 to hit.
That's a hit, and he's dead.
Oh, okay. Fire an arrow at the other one as well.
Yep,
17 to hit.
that's a hit. He's most likely dead.
Yeah, 9 damage.
Yeah, he's dead. And that was the last two.
Remember to breathe, you guys.
Yeah, as this battle kind of comes to an end, like, Josephine's gonna fall, like, in fright of this huge creature that's in front of her. And it's not just Vasset this time. And also because I am so severely damaged that she is probably, like, almost about to bleed to death.
Yes. But we will end it here. We're a bit on overtime here.
Yeah.
But welcome to Battle Economics.
It didn't take 2 rounds, so
No, it didn't. But what I mean is, many small creatures is more dangerous than one big one.
Yep.
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, that's true.
Especially
But-
with a grappler on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
can't be everywhere.
shall we jump straight to the point?
Yeah.
I think so. Maybe
Stars,
turn on
stars,
some stars.
stars.
Let's
Stars.
turn on some more nice music, perhaps.
No, keep the adrenaline. Keep the adrenaline.
Like this?
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
I have
Dun,
trauma.
dun.
I have trauma from the dun dun.
Yeah.
Well, I can go first. There was a section that I really enjoyed, and that was Gigi and Josephine talking around the campfire, and especially just seeing the holy madness living inside of Gigi's head. This woman is clearly, she's a psych
Disturbed.
patient.
She is a
Y'all, it's
tiny
complicated.
bit delusional and
Yeah.
perhaps a bit too naive. I wouldn't call her a psych patient. She's my best friend, so I feel like I have to defend her.
But I would, and I
Says the one with multiple personalities.
Yeah.
Over there. That's
And
where we
I-
met, actually.
I really hope that we can explore that a little bit more. That would be fun.
Counting on it. Oof.
So that was my star.
Yeah, I'll go next. And yeah, again with this group, too many to choose from. But it for me it's gonna be just in general seeing like more of the lizard folk and kind of culture and behavior and everything, and also like just more of Vasit stuff. I just love it all in general. That's gonna be given to that.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll follow up with a star to you, Matt, for meeting all my expectations and exceeding them while role-playing the lizard folk.
Thank you.
Saratith is a person or a creature, and I'm looking forward to getting to know.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to follow that up with exactly the same. And I noticed how you had sort of adopted a couple of Ole's mannerisms when playing that character, and that was really fun. I appreciated that. I appreciated several things. I appreciated the way Desert and Dessert came and went and came back again several times during the session. And I appreciate that Daniel sort of looks a bit like a tiefling Hayao Miyazaki. Just like noticed during the battle, watching all the cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, and among other things, but yeah, we have limited time.
I'm going to jump in and give my start to the attitude of Gigi throughout the session. It is one of the most one of the things I enjoy the most whenever Gigi's around. It's just the general attitude and how she is similar to Dio in some ways, but then the extreme opposite in other ways. And just that dynamic really tickles my brain.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
my star today goes to. I kind of have like a split one today. Half of it I want to give to Gigi for just always being so fun to roleplay with, and there's never like a silent moment or or things that feels weird, there's always something to play off of, and it's super fun. And then the other half has to go to Matt for bombarding me with my prelude character's child. Which, let's be real here for let's just a second. I want to address the fact that this elven woman with no social clues and massive anxiety managed to somehow get a projection of herself into this world. That I am very excited to just see, and it was super fun to interact with, and yeah, it was great.
Just looking in the chat. Yeah. Mm. And I can see also in the chat, GG, you get a point from the chat as well.
Aw, thanks, guys.
I loved seeing you going crazy during the battle, stabbing an imp and screaming, "She's the one."
It's got nothing to do
course.
with that
She is the chosen
delusion
one.
we're talking about. A delusion who?
Yeah. Ow. Stop it, Diggles.
Yeah, no. All right. I think we should end it there. We're a little on overtime, and I think that this has been an amazing session, and you guys are always amazing to play with. And I cannot wait to see what happens the next time we return to these characters and to the woods again. And I can't read chat. And I think that with that, we should just say goodbye and good night. I think it's time to say good night to everyone in chat. And we are live every single Wednesday from 8 p.m. Central European Time. And if you have missed any episode, we post our episodes on YouTube. The following episodes will be up on Sunday following this week. And if you cannot stand away from Ashborn Unchained, and if you cannot stand away from Ragnarals, we have a Discord that you can more than welcomely come and join, where we share artwork and memes and chat shit, usually, but also a lot of fun things, you know? And saying that, some of us might pop into the bar, which it's a voice channel, where you can come and talk to us or just have fun if it's not too late. And with that, I think I've said everything I want to say. How about you guys? Anything more to follow it up with?
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Yes.
And goodbye until next time.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Bye bye.
my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
Friend.
You have been the